One, two, three, four, five. Hello, welcome on the channel tomguidekrakow. As you see, I've got a there visitor Holger, a Pole and a German. They told about the reflection about the liberation of Krakow. Oh, look at this magic moment. I said liberation and the bomb is there on. What is the liberation? We're staying on the former street, 18 January 1945. Red Army liberated Krakow from the west. And why? Why was the telephone from Stalin to Koniec and what for? And more interesting details on the short life. That relation is life, you know, everything could happen. Best greetings to my dear followers and sponsors of my channel and hey goers, of course. And we coming to the topic number one, the moment that Krakow was endangered and the Krakow could be bombed. But I've got such information about the telephone from Stalin to General Koniec, that with the Red Army was at the Bug River in the East Poland, and just waiting for the main offensive to the west direction, Berlin. Yes, and suddenly they've got the telephone straight from the Stalin. They pick up the phone and Stalin said, "I've heard about the Krakow, the Wawel, like the beautiful Kremlin and the beautiful market square." Stalin was in Krakow and they met with Lenin at the beginning of 20th century. And they please not destroy Krakow. If you didn't destroy Krakow, I sponsor the two vodkas at my cost, and the Hawełka restaurant, you know, famous restaurant in the main market square. And such a version is just surprising, but the Krakow was not destroyed. Compared with Warsaw, other cities, that was just marching of the Red Army from the west. But just a question to Holger, for instance. We heard about the relation about the Germans. They defended in pajamas. That was such surprise from the west that some witnesses said the Germans defended in pajamas.
Yeah, I think the decision was made that Krakow will be not defended. So I think the few Germans, military soldiers, which will be still in the city, were not prepared to fight because there was no order to fight. Yes.
That was just the decision. Hans Frank, the Nazi governor, the criminal person hanged in Nuremberg, they said they would defend Krakow. But it was told, is much deeper. The matter that I discovered, such hero of Krakow, Cardinal Prince Sapieha. He should have sent any message to Pius XII, the Pope, and the Pope informed the nuncius in Washington, D.C., and they told some word to the President Delano Roosevelt, and he should told to that embassy of the States in Moscow, they should make any pressure on Stalin not bombing Krakow. That's why you see on the both sides there are just allies. They wanted protected Krakow. Stay connected to the end, because then we walking few meters and I show you the plate. They still staying here in the square, Invalid Square, but was the former Freedom Square. That is appreciating the liberation of Krakow. The street was changed the name. Now is the Królewska Royal Street, but the such plate behind the bomb is just visible, still visible. That's why still the different versions. I've heard about the dream of Ivan Koniev, the general that liberated Krakow, that there was the Ukrainian front in the Red Army. and he should seen a Black Madonna in Częstochowa, and at first the Red Army moved to the north, and then from the direction Katowice moved from the west to Kraków, 18 January 1945. Exactly today is just the anniversary of such liberation, but of course because of the clear reason, no any celebration, nothing. So of course the square changed name, and almost here let's go a little bit. That is just what see around in the better quality. That is the beautiful Krakow Park, Krakowski, and the tenement house of the Będzikiewicz, was the businessman of Kraków that destroyed the old house in the main market square. On that place was created the club Phoenix. But then look at this, exactly on that facade of that house, you see the tram stop, is the black. We don't come closer because of just the short life. You can check your own risk. That is the just inscription with the showing the the matter that is written here. A Red Army liberated Kraków. Yes, so just the topic is not easy. I don't know if someone else they want to commemorate such day, but I got such call of duty as just to tell the few words and short to say never again. Yes, of course. And that's just for our site. I invite you to the live stream tours on the Hego, or just once a week on the YouTube channel. Please watch the programs always to the end, and see you in the next programs. That was the short live straight from West District of Kraków. Bye bye. Thank you for joining the tour.